Another question we get is, do we think the US dollar will continue to appreciate against other currencies? And what are the implications for our investments? Um, Currencies are generally driven by supply and demand. Like other assets that produce no cash flows, like gold or like collectibles or jewelry, they're entirely driven by supply and demand. And over the last several years, especially during these trade disagreements, the dollar has been seen as the highest quality currency to own. And so therefore it's been in high demand. Even though we've created a lot of dollars, that the Fed has, the demand for dollars has kept up with that. And we've seen that in the last month or so as markets have been very volatile. The dollar has been seen as a source of safety and a store of value. And so the demand for the dollar has it's bounced back and forth. For the first couple of weeks it went lower. Then for the last several weeks it's moved higher. But ultimately this will be determined by supply and demand in terms of where the dollar falls out. It's done very well and has run well above its long-term trend line over the last several years. The odds that the dollar continues to outperform, I think, are probably low. I think most market observers would guess that the dollar would fall closer to its long-term trend, which over the last 4 to 5 decades has been. Over the last 4 to 5 decades, the dollar has lost about 1/4 to 0.5% of its purchasing power every year. So I would expect the dollar to fall closer to its trend line. We are creating a lot of dollars, and the plan is to create even more dollars. That will be much more supply. We'll see if the demand for the dollars keeps up. But my guess is that there's so much of the supply that likely the growth will fall back to trend line, and we would see some other currencies start to appreciate against the dollar over the long term.